Right. You came back from Michel Devlin and you give the map to Bilbo. And he says, I'm in your debt, my friends. Please stay here at Bag End for the next few days while I examine Old Tuck's map. I'm sure that there will be some wonderful notes and clues to who knows what. My pantry and wine cellar are open, so help yourself to whatever takes your fancy. Bilbo disappears into his study, locks the door behind him.
And I disappear into the pantry.
And he has no food left.
The next day.
Does he have any cold ale?
Yes, whatever takes your fancy.
Ooh, an elfish woman, methinks.
So we get more Lord of the Rings ring points, power point. What do you call? We stay in his house again.
Fellowship points.
Fellowship points.
Yeah.
We stayed in his house again.
Yeah, when you start your adventure, you do, yeah. But so if they kind of clock over, they don't roll over. So you still get, was it 3, isn't it?
I honestly can't remember. You only brought it up towards the end of the adventure last time.
We used them though, remember, because we got a reroll.
Yeah.
So you used one.
Use one.
We
I think
one
it's you get 2. You get one for beginning from his house, and then you get one because it's Bilbo as well.
So we've got one left each.
Yeah, no, it's between us.
Between
Oh,
us,
okay,
it's as
so
a fellowship.
now
It's
So now we get
fellowship.
another one.
Personal fellowship.
So now we get another one. So we got
No,
2
when
now.
you start there, you get 2. That's it.
Okay, so it's
You don't
roll
resets every
over.
time. Okay,
Yeah,
no, sorry, mate. I'm a noob. Hello. True.
This entire sharing thing is new to me too.
Right, so you just go to bed and you just have a sleep, and the next day, the day after your exploits and Michel Devlin, you are just finished lunch and Gil is busy washing pots and pans and plates, and suddenly there's a knock at the door. Boom, boom, boom.
Uh-oh. Can one of you get that, please? I'm busy doing the plates.
Bilbo, there's a knock at your door.
Bilbo's busy. He's
Open
not
the
gonna.
door. Open
He's
the
still
door.
Not the
LugFang.
map, so God, I bet. Oh, I'll get it then.
Good lad.
Do. Open the door.
And standing in front of you is Hamfast Gamgee with his cap in his hand, and he says, "I'm begging your pardons, but I was asked by Miss Roper down in the Ivy Bush Inn if you called down to her. She said she had a little business for you."
Sure. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but do you want to come in for a second and say it to the lads?
No. I'm
So
too
who-
busy with Mr. Bilbo's gardens. And
No,
I
no
haven't-
worries. You got forgive me. I'm not getting you. It's find it very difficult to remember Hobbit names. So who's it again?
I'm Hamfast Gamgee.
Hamfast Gamgee.
You met me down the pub a couple of
Oh
nights
no, I
ago?
remember the face. Pleased to meet you. And who's looking first?
The landlady, Mrs. Roper. You were going to fix her pans?
Oh, I was indeed. Yeah, I promised I would. Yeah. I'll say it to the others, and I'm sure they'll well, I don't know actually. I'll find out from them, and then we'll be down if they agree to come down. They might say no. I don't know.
Good night, everybody.
It's over. But yes, I will pass that on to them, and thank you very much.
And he just dops his cap and toddles off down to the end of the garden and keeps weeding the plants and stuff. Whatever
He's weeding the
gardeners do.
plants.
I don't know what the fucking gardeners do.
He could have used the toilets.
He's got a baseball bat and he's squishing the slugs. I'll walk back into the kitchen and kind of give Gail a hand with the washing up, which is the most
Hobbit's
important
work is
thing
never
I've
done.
ever done. Huh?
A Hobbit's work is never done. Who
Uh,
was
Gail,
it?
That was Hamfast Gamgee.
Ah, the barman.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't looking to give out to us for anything. He says that Mrs. Roper might have a job for us. And it also reminded me that I did say I'll fix our pans, so I might. And I'm a dwarf of my word, so I want to do that. But yeah, she set the call down, so if we don't have any other plans,
Mr. Bilbo's still going to be a while looking at them. That map I found. So we could go if you want. Do you think LugFang?
Found. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go along with whatever you two guys want.
yeah, I'll be up for it. Like, I'll give you. I'm not gonna let you do these on your own, so I'll finish this with you, and then yeah, I'm up for it too.
Whereas I will. That's fine. You two have fun.
They're pretty much done now. I've pretty much done it all by myself, as usual.
Right, so he's leave Bag End and he's walked down towards the ivy bush, and Mrs. Roper is sweeping some dust out the door of the inn, and she looks up with a big smile. Ah, just the gentleman I was looking for. Come on in before you're seen. You know how people gossip around here. And she ushers us into the door, and she's kind of looking around, and she closes the door behind her. Just want a drink?
Do you have any cordial?
I just got a nice batch in from Waymead. I heard it's very popular over there.
I'll have mead, since you said it. Excellent. Thank you.
Water, please.
Did you say water?
He said water.
So she gets a glass of water and a cup of ale, a cup of mead, and a cordial for the man elf.
Man.
Sorry, man.
Big, tall man.
Man from Bree.
Very tall man with pointy ears, not an elf.
So she sets it down and she goes, I have a little proposition for you. You see, do you remember the soup that I was giving you? The Boffin's crock soup?
Oh, dude, it's lovely. I love those hallucination mushrooms. And then I smile.
She goes, well, I want you to follow Gerda and see where she gets those mushrooms from. She goes, this is just out of love. It's not out of malice or anything, but you see, she's getting older and she has no family, and we're just afraid that if she drops dead one day, we'll never be able to make the soup again.
That's nice. That's very caring of you.
It's just literally just our love. Like, she's a great woman and we all love the soup, and we just don't want the Shire to kind of miss out on that if a cold winter comes and she
What's her name again, sorry?
Does she seem like she's telling the truth? My eyebrow kind of like rises as I'm kind of like humming and hawing, and I've heard this kind of thing before.
Give us an insight roll then.
There you go. So
all of us, or
if you want.
I get a 13 plus 2, 15.
Yeah, that's a pass.
18 plus 2, 20.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pass. Lee just doesn't bother. He just sits there drinking his water.
Hobbits don't lie.
Off the edge of the chair.
Yeah, she's she's telling the truth, but you kind of
ulterior motives.
Yeah, you think that she kind of just wants the rest, or even she not even the recipe. She just wants to know where these mushrooms are for. But she does actually like Gerda, and she has her best.
What's her name? The woman we need to follow.
Gerda Boffin.
Gerda.
Gerda.
As in an iron Gerda.
Or as in Gerda.
Gerda Boffin.
Quite the name.
Does need to know anything, or?
Yeah.
When does she usually set off?
She usually sets off first thing in the morning, so you just have a kind of a day, like a couple of times a week. She'll disappear up towards Binbold Wood. It's just north of the border into Northfarding, and she usually leaves around the crack of dawn, and she returns a few hours later with a basket full of mushrooms. But some people have tried to follow her, but she's very, very wily and she's very slippy. She's a tricksy hobbit.
Tricksy hobbit.
Yeah.
You see,
okay there, Luke?
she keeps no gardens. She has no mushroom tent near her hobble hole, and she doesn't trade with anyone. We just don't know where she gets them. It's like magic. As you said, they're magic mushrooms.
Ah.
Or could it be like that she trades maybe with someone?
No, no one has seen her trade with anyone.
Oh.
She literally, a couple of times a week, she disappears into the woods and she comes back with a big basket full of mushrooms. I said nobody knows where she gets them, and we're just afraid that one day the secret of the Boffin's crock will just disappear.
I think we can help. Is that right, guys?
Yeah,
I think we can help, but what do we get out of it?
I could give you 2 silver pennies each and a night of free ale and food. And she looks at the dwarf and winks.
When you say it,
That answers that question.
You had me at free.
You had me at well.
But it's
what do you think, guys?
It'd be a shame for the recipe to be lost. So I'll do it. I'll do it for the mead, but I'll do it also knowing that many other people will experience the food. What about yous?
I'll do it for the money.
I'll do it
Some
for
say
the
it's
peer
all
pressure.
about money.
Well, money, booty, whatever you want to call it.
You do it for my booty.
Booty has many.
I've never been with a man before.
Well, wait until you get a load of this tall, pointy-eared man. If you think
So
he is
what I can do for you is I can give you 1 silver penny now, and then if you come back with it, I'll give you the other, because there's a market down in town at the moment, just in case you just want to go down and carouse.
Oh, sounds good, guys. We should go.
And also,
Yeah.
you can finish your drinks and beforehand.
It's gone. Sorry.
That water
Tepid
does
water
go
was
down
lovely,
easy.
though. Thank you.
This mead was chewy. I like it.
Oh. Chewy.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
looks at Morin and goes, did you get your fixing tools for my pans yet?
I would like to say I have them right here, but Mr. DM, do I have them right here?
No, they're still in your cart. That hasn't come yet.
Yeah, I forgot about that, but that'd be the drink, like it takes a while to remember.
You haven't stopped drinking since we started.
Oh no, thank God I'm making water
It's like a haze of fucking drink.
Well, you see, good lady, I don't have my tools with me, but I'm sure you would have some odd tools lying around the house, wouldn't you?
I know my husband did all that, but sadly he passed away a couple of years ago.
Well, do you know where?
Thanks for bringing that back up.
I am. You have my
Morin.
sympathies, milady. Well, then, would he have had a tool shed?
Not that I know of. We don't really keep tools. Specific hobbits do specific jobs. They're like Oompa Loompas.
We are going
What's
to
an
a
Oompa
market.
Loompa?
The market might have some.
Yeah, I
Go
can.
have a look
I could get some in the market, or actually, Samfast Ganji might be able to give me a lend. He seemed like the type of guy.
Take your time. Just do this little job for me, and then whenever you have a chance.
One day your tools will come.
Morin, I think
Probably.
he's just trying to get you back here on your own.
Hey.
Well, I do.
Oh,
I
I
do
dropped
my
a
best
silver
work on my own,
penny.
though. But yeah, I won't forget that I have to fix your pots and pans, and I will do before should I say I leave this place. But yeah, we'll go to the market. I reckon. Slurp more mead.
Yeah, no problem. Well, as I said, you have the information. Goethe leaves at dawn. She lives in. Where does she live? She lives in Overhill? Yeah, she lives in Overhill.
Are you sure
Which
now? You don't sound too sure about that, Mrs. Roper.
As I said, she's a tricksy hobbit.
Overhill, you say?
She lives in Overhill, yeah. It's just literally just up the road there. It's
Oh.
2 minutes away. And her house it's a hobbit hole with a lovely blue door. You can't miss it.
Oh. Okay.
And
Should we go then?
the name of the woods are Bindle Woods,
Bindle.
Bindlewood.
which you will see on the map I'm going to send you.
Woohoo, man.
So what do you want to do now? She's just kind of
I'm waiting to see the map that she's going to show me. I'm waiting
Put
for
it in the
Mhm.
Facebook chat.
yeah.
Oh, wrong chat.
What does-
Gosh darn it.
What is this Facebook?
You're breaking my immersion.
Oh, look over there, diversion.
So that's the woods, and Overhill is down. You see it right down the middle.
And where are we?
Sure, it'll be marked on screen for viewers at some point.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just down the bottom of the picture. Like I've cut off Hobbiton.
Overhill.
Literally just
You cut off my head.
that's Bag End underneath Overhill. So it's literally just up the
Okay.
road.
Okay,
Ah.
cool. Fantastic. Thanks for the map, darling.
No problem, duck.
Wait, what?
I'm learning Scouse.
Not doing a very good job.
Then
What are you
Scouts from like
learning from the
1961.
Right, so she's cleaning the tables, and she's like taking your cups away. And what are you gonna do?
Should we go down to the market and have a look?
Or do,
Maybe stuff for our adventure.
do you think it's worth going to have a little talk to Gator and see if we can find out when she's planning on going and stuff? So we've got an idea rather than just being too
Not-
sneaky.
She's going the next morning. I just told you so.
It's not a good idea to tell the person you're trying to follow that you're following them.
Yeah,
Why
I'm,
she might
I'm,
let us
I'm not the type of person to kind of. I'm not good at those type of things. Like, I'll end up putting my foot in it and saying that we're going to follow her.
Okay.
We could go into the market and ask around if anyone else knows anything about it.
Yeah, okay.
Just like, you know,
You just want to
all
go to the market to
suspicious,
spend
like-
your money. Typical teenager. You just want to go and
Just,
spend your
have
money.
you written down how much money you have?
Yeah, we got 1 extra silver each.
And we start. Well, I think
You
on the
started
character,
with 10.
I started with 20 silver. Which is
Oh,
weird.
I started with 10.
Depends
Oh,
what.
And I got...
Yeah.
I put in
And
one, so I have 20.
Bilbo give you his money. Didn't you have some?
Oh,
money?
yeah, sorry. I
Okay.
started with 13, so I've now got
We
14
had
silver.
10 silver pennies. Where does it say that?
We got 3 last week off
Bilbo.
Bilbo for completing the
Well, we
mission.
Well,
spent- we
a
spent
Hobbit
one-
starts with 15 silver, Lee.
So you
Okay.
had 15 plus 3, 18 plus your 1, 19.
Dwarves start.
We got
with-
some for last week, did we? Or for last time?
Remember, Bilbo gave you his expenses.
You're
and
rich, don't forget.
he kept the
Don't
change.
forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you
So we
remember what that
split-
was?
Yeah, we ended up with
It's 10,
3
wasn't it?
each. We used 1.
3 each. Cool. So I've got 20 plus
4.
1 plus 3 is 24. Grand. Just
Well, we
figuring it out.
spent some in the we spent some. No, because you said is that each or together, and you went together. Remember?
Yeah, the 10 off Bilbo was
10?
together. Yeah.
And
Probably
what
spent
did
one.
we spend?
You spent 1 on
Wow.
drinks. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 19 left.
And
you
the
say.
other drinks we got off barman from Morin
yeah,
being
I'm getting lots of
smooth
free drinks.
operator.
It's hard to remember. I've had a lot of water. Water. We'll say
Water. Yeah.
I was
So-
never good at arithmetic.
So he's going to head down to the market.
I
Yeah.
think
Let's
so.
go
Yeah.
to the market.
To
so
the
you-
market.
Leave the ivy bush in, and you just walk 2 minutes down the road, and you see it's a little small square in the middle of Hobbiton, and there's 2 or 3 kind of market stalls. There's one with a dwarf. There's a hobbit with another stall in the corner, and then you see Hamfast with a load of vegetables on his stall, and he kind of waves at you as you are coming towards him.
We'll wave back. Well, I'll wave.
But then put your head down.
Pretend you're waving at someone behind him. Oh, hi.
Just you and a fly.
So, tell me what you want
Obsessed
to
with
do.
killing animals, you Gil.
He went there,
Do you want to go and talk to Hamfast and let him know what the deal is and see if he can offer us any advice?
Well, no. Whoa. Do we tell him or do we just ask him about Gerda separately? Just being.
Separately. I reckon we
right.
talk
Sneaking
to
after people, LugFang, is really hard if everyone knows you're doing it.
Not for me, I'm an elf.
It's hardest for you. You're a giant.
You're the tallest person in the whole fucking area.
but aren't you really, really good at hiding though, or is that hobbits? Like, I can never remember.
Hobbits in Lord of the Rings.
Me, I'm the best at hiding. The hidiest man hiding.
Yeah, okay. Well then, let's send Gil to find out what.
No, let's not send Gil. Always send Gil. Let's send LugFang.
Yeah, well, let's all go as a team and speak to Hamfast about Gerda and see.
Gil's had quite enough of this. Gil does everything.
Gil's
putting his foot down.
I suppose we could go as a group, and if we come up with any questions, we can ask them together. I suppose.
Yeah, good idea, Morin. The level-headed dwarf.
So Hamfast is just standing there, just chewing on a bit of straw.
Brick.
Chewing on a brick. Looking all hard.
Bricks are roughage.
Doing curls with big fucking pumpkins. His big massive arms. It's like, did you go up and speak to Mrs. Roper?
Guys, what do we say?
I was just gonna nod, but
yeah,
not really good when it's all audio, is it?
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
So everything's okay, yeah.
Yeah, fine. We made an impression the last time we were there, and she just wanted to. Actually, I'll be honest with you, and I'm a bit embarrassed. I said I'd fix her pots and pans, and she called me up to do that, and I still don't have my equipment yet. So it's a little bit of a embarrassing subject.
The amount of time that happens and you're missing your equipment to satisfy a woman, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Are you down looking for some vegetables? Or
yeah, I mean, funnily enough, we were talking about
you could
vegetables.
say that.
Yeah, we were talking about the stew from last time we were up. The Gator Boffin stew.
Crock.
Boffin's crock, that's the one.
That's my favourite stew around here, other than potatoes.
Oh.
Potatoes.
How do you prepare them?
Oh, you can smash them, mash them, put them in a pie.
Oh, sounds good.
But I have, my potato crop this year has been brilliant. So I'm selling them off to different inns around Hobbiton and beyond.
Oh, sounds good.
But Boffin's crop, I don't know where she gets those mushrooms. Nobody knows.
Have you ever tried to find out?
Me, being the size I am, she'd see me in an instant.
Oh, it must be terrible being so big.
I'm wide, not big. You're big. I'm wide.
What do you know about Gerda Boffin, anyway?
She lives up in Overhill. She kind of, I see her every now and then. She comes down to sell her mushrooms for the soup, but she kind of keeps herself to herself.
So, interesting.
Well, I wouldn't cross her because she can be quite mean.
Why? What makes you say that?
Have you crossed her before?
Did you do something accidental to her? Made her angry?
I slipped her a carrot once. No, she's just very insular. She keeps to herself like a good hobbit
That's a
should.
big word for a hobbit.
I'm a big
He's
hobbit.
one of them learned.
Word
He's
for
one
a
of them
dwarf. I
learned
have no
hobbits.
idea what he just said.
I went to the hedge school.
Insular. It means she's weatherproof, doesn't it? I think that's what it means.
Oh, why not just say weatherproof then?
He's magic.
I don't know hobbits and their ways. I don't understand it myself.
No, she's a nice woman, but she keeps herself to herself like a good hobbit. And as I said, she has the best mushrooms in all of the Shire, but nobody can figure out where she gets them from. Some people say that she goes into the woods and deals with elves, and other people say that they're dwarves, and other people say trolls, but nobody knows.
Like, you're going to find an elf round here. Don't be silly.
Well, I
I
would have
know.
said.
Remember we thought you were an elf?
Oh, that was funny. And being a
Uh,
dwarf, I was going to say the odds of finding one of us are rare, but two. But I haven't seen the stall over there. Jesus.
Dwarf.
No.
We
You know
get
much about
dwarves
that?
all the time.
And
Oh,
right
dwarves.
so, rightly so. Do you know if she Gerda would trade for her mushrooms, or does she like accept coin?
When she's selling them to the inns.
yeah.
It's coin, or sometimes it could be a dinner, or like she lives by herself, so she likes a bit of company every now and then, and a couple of glasses of ale.
She not got a husband or?
Oh no, she's no husband, no kids. She just lives up there by herself.
Ah, okay.
Sam, how much for a few potatoes? Potatoes.
Potatoes?
Oh, that's it. I just translation. It's weird.
I tell you what. Why would you buy them off me when I give them to Mr. Bilbo and you eat all his food anyway?
I'm.
Well, when I
going-
say use, I mean you.
I was thinking of buying them for a present for someone since they're so nice.
Is it Mrs. Roper?
Could be. You're gonna. If it wasn't for this beard, there might be a little bit of like red underneath, but you know.
He turns around and he puts potatoes in a bag and goes, "Tell you what, because it's for love, you can have these for nothing."
All right.
Aw.
Thank you very much, Gamfast.
Gamfast?
Gamfast, Gamfast.
At least you could do is get me name right.
I'm nervous, so that was a proper like I'm pretending to be embarrassed, you know.
You're nervous. Those potatoes are for me, are they?
Mr. Gamgee. Mr. Gamgee, I have a lover who likes money. Would you have any of that for free, by any chance? Perhaps.
You can't grow money.
Oh, you can with the right investments and bonds.
That sounds like dwarf talk to me.
Sounds like
Well,
elf
I've been
talk to
learning
me.
from this one.
More like tall human.
Oh.
Do you want
Should we
anything,
go,
anything else for you? Like I have some nice
I know.
carrots. I have some turnips.
See what you do with your carrots. The one that.
We don't want slipping no carrots.
Unless it's in a
slipping no
stew.
carrots.
Unless it's in a
Dropping
stew.
no carrots. I think we're good.
No, we're good. We're good. It's nice to see you. Good to see you
Well,
doing well.
I'm always up tending to Mr. Bilbo's bushes, so you'll see me around.
We've heard that.
But I don't be looking in no windows.
Fair
Don't
play
be
to you
dropping
for
no
not
eaves
doing
either.
that.
I'm dropping no eaves.
And if ever you have a child, make sure to pass that on to them too.
Me have a child? Never.
Have a good day, Gamfast. Gamgee.
Yeah, bye, Gamfast.
I'm messing up his names royally. Samfast.
So you
so
see,
nervous.
Mr. Hamji,
God,
you look
I
after
do believe those a couple of meads I had are getting the better of me. Samfast, I apologize.
No problem. I'll talk to you and see you around. If you're down the Ivy later, I'll have a pint with you.
Well,
Excellent.
Yeah, maybe. May see you up there.
never know.
Although, I think someone's had enough.
I'll have a little bit of a nap, or maybe I'll walk it off. You never know.
Walk it off.
Morin,
walk
do you
it
know
off.
that
Come on.
dwarf? Do all you dwarves know each other? Do you know that dwarf?
That's very fucking racist.
No,
All you dwarves know each other, this.
I don't know.
I turn to
What's he
Kale
dwarf
and I go, as much as good hobbits know each other. And I smile.
Oh, shoot.
But if that's the next on the way, we'll go over and have a look. It's been a while since I've seen one of my own kind, so which is hopefully going to be a good thing.
And so
Yeah.
you see there's a portly dwarf standing there, and he has his stall has some weapons in it. It's like kind of like a armory store. There's weapons,
Ooh.
there's like bows and swords and one or two axes, and there's some light mail, or not light mail, light armor and stuff. And he's kind of scrubbing one of the cleaning one of the swords off, and he kind of looks up and sees us coming. He just kind of so the dwarf is sitting there, and he sees Morin and goes, "Aye, another dwarf."
Indeed,
So-
it appears so. How goes the day?
Grand, you know these hobbits.
I do indeed. Do lucky enough to know one or two.
So, what can I do for you?
I don't know. What can you do?
Well, as you can see, I have the finest weapons this side of the water.
I'll go over and pick up one of the axes and have a little go. Battle axe.
Have a go.
I'll do all my dwarven fighting.
Lob Gil's head off. Yeah, that'll work.
That'll do.
Just starts running around town, hockeying all the fucking hobbits around. Ah!
I'm just testing my axe.
So what do they call you?
That depends on who you're asking. But since it's you, my name is Morin Coldbeard.
Never heard of you.
Oh, that can be a good thing and a bad thing, depending on you. What's your name, if I might ask?
Ulfric. I'm a merchant. I've been traveling from the Erebor through Mirkwood, and I'm heading up towards the Blue Mountains.
Mirkwood.
Nice. I haven't been to the Blue Mountains in quite some time. And in your travels, how's it been? Heard anything interesting?
Since we reclaimed the Lonely Mountain, it's been fairly prosperous for dwarfs.
That's good to hear. I'll get up there, back up there eventually. But it's good to know that things are going well for us. And why aren't you up there?
As I said, I'm a merchant. I can't fucking do a Scottish accent anymore.
You can do it for a while, and then it kind of just goes into it.
Right. You said the F word 5 times.
We're left one.
Sorry.
You've done 5.
Sorry.
Stop it.
That's what the F's for. 5.
Well, in dwarf, it doesn't mean that.
Fucking swearing.
You said it in Irish.
It's okay. You said it in the
7 times.
dwarven accent. It doesn't mean that.
So what can I do for you anyway?
To be honest, we heard about that. You see, we heard about the market, so we thought we'd come down and have a gander. Do you recommend anything?
Everything.
Does anything catch my eye that looks kind of unique?
No, he's just a traveling merchant, so he's not going to have
nothing like,
nothing special,
hide.
because there's bandits and stuff, and he doesn't. He's traveling by himself, so. As I said, there's what have we got? There is
anything that might more.
Yeah, some light armor.
Interesting that Darren doesn't know.
Coldbeard. Well, he has a battle axe. Yeah, heavy hammer. He has a couple of
tools. Does he have tools?
Oh,
he doesn't have tools.
Oh, damn.
By the time we find tools, I'll have my wagon back.
Does he have Cordale?
Cordale. That's some kind of weapon. No.
This is just weapon and armor.
Yeah.
Typical dwarf stuff.
To be honest, I kind of, you know yourself. I have all my.
What are you
weapons
looking
and armor.
for, laddie? What are you looking for?
I don't know. I just thought something might catch my eye.
I don't know.
What's
I don't know what I want.
While all this is going on,
What is it there?
LugFang just turns to Gil and is just like, "Are you getting any of this?"
Weird.
Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question,
good.
Coldbeard?
Yes, but depending on the question, you might not get an answer. But go ahead, sheet.
Why are you traveling around with an elf?
No.
Elf?
I'm a bit long in the bear to know an elf when I see one.
I know,
It's an
but
elf. And he's a hobbit.
Yes,
Some-
I am.
Good.
I walk up to close to him and is like, you know yourself. Some questions you shouldn't ask. And
Are you threatening me?
no, I'm just
Good.
saying that it's better not to ask certain questions because you might not like the answer.
You're an elf.
LugFang
all right.
just leans in and goes, "Yes, he's right.
He says, what?
You're an elf.
Yeah,
lover.
He's
love
right."
I've been called many things, but not that.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind them since the Battle of the Five Armies were all cool, but it's just surprised to see an elf hanging around Hobbiton with a dwarf.
Maybe this is the. Well, I'm not saying that he is, but maybe because of things that happened in the past, we can look forward to the future, and there won't be any closed-mindedness with that. Like, you know, there'll be some that would say, like, what's a dwarf doing in the Shire? But as we can see,
Making money, that's what we're doing. Making money.
Can I just point out, Mr. Ulfrich, we're not lovers because this is sounding like it's going to be. We're not.
No,
They
no.
are.
I mean, as in, he likes your kind. No
Oh.
disrespect to you.
oh, if he was insinuating that, I would have already chinned him.
If you can find my
Um,
chin with this big luscious beard.
From the looks of things, there's more than one.
Please.
And I kind of shove him in jest.
I like you.
But
Oh.
I'll tell you what, like, it's I'm whispering this. It's like, it comes with a lot of.
You could just speak to me in Dwarven. And then
Actually,
they
yeah, I'll
wouldn't
switch to
understand
the
anyway.
I thought because of the accent we
real.
wore, but okay. I forgot they have languages in this. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, unless one of you can speak, I think it's called Khazad or something, the Dwarven language.
Then I'm gonna actually not put on the accent since I'm actually speaking in Dwarven, and I'm gonna go, my friend.
I speak Western.
We don't really need to.
Well, when you talk in Dwarven, we just all speak posh.
Like,
Hello.
so to everybody else,
It just sounds like Scottish to everyone else, but to us, it's just normal.
yeah. My friend, if it's between me and yourself, it's probably best that you don't know why there's an elf in Hobbiton in the Shire, should I say, and why I'm hanging around with him. But
My good chap, your secret is safe with me.
Thank you. It needs to be done. You know.
I'll say no more. So are you gonna buy
Thank
it?
you. But now, if you're staying, I'll buy you a pint later on.
If I'm around.
If you're
Speaking
around.
in Western again.
Oh no, I know that's
Hey,
I've done many
LugFang.
traveling myself.
Beautiful language, isn't it?
I can't understand. I don't know. Are they speaking English? Western?
No, I thought they were.
don't know.
We are now.
Shouting at
We are now.
We are now. Sorry,
Hi, laddie.
our own tongue. It's actually, to be honest with you, it's been a while since I used my own tongue, so you know.
I know
Someone
you're usually
else's.
using someone else's.
Oh, lads. I mean, hobbits.
We can stand here talking all day, but
you-
you want anything off my stall.
We just came over because he wanted to speak to another dwarf. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's pretty much it. Wanted to just say
Yeah.
hey.
This is not a library. Or an armory.
It is.
Literally is an army.
Ulfig, I already have a good array of weapons that have not let me down up till now, or else I wouldn't be here. So,
But what about this? And he pulls a shield up. It's a lovely, sturdy
Ooh.
dwarven shield that is embroidered in gold.
does it smell better than my own?
Do you have him?
I have ringmail, a bow and quiver, a battle axe, and a shield, but not on me because we were told not to bring them around the Shire.
Well, if you have one, what about these fine gentlemen?
Don't know. I would recommend if you don't, you should always bring a shield.
Do you have arrows?
I do. I have the best dwarven arrows in the Shire.
And do you have anything that might assist in sneaking?
What is sneaking?
Ah, shit, not this again. Moving in a way in which others cannot see or perceive you in many ways.
Like hiding in a
What?
bush?
Like walking more quietly whilst following somebody. Like shoes that are quieter and things.
No. That wouldn't be
No.
what a dwarf would have.
Okay, how many arrows can a silver get me?
1 silver?
1 silver.
1 big spender.
1 silver.
All the arrows.
Trying to see where the feck are the arrows on this little table. Staff. Maybe he doesn't have any arrows.
Does he sell bows?
He does sell bows.
Sorry, do you sell bows?
Aye, I do.
Okay, so you sell a bow, but you don't sell the arrows.
Yeah, they come in the DLC later.
Ah, you got to pay for them separate.
Well, usually us dwarves throw the bow to distract them, and then we hit them with our axes. Anyway, don't want to be giving too much away in the old tactics there.
Well, if you've got no arrows, then that's all right.
I do have arrows,
Necessary.
don't. I was only joking.
Okay. Have you found them in your inventory of stock?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, how many arrows will a silver coin get me?
20.
Ooh.
Well, then I shall take 20 arrows, then, please.
Me kind of 20 lovely dwarven arrows with nice sharp steel tips, and he hands you 20 and takes the silver off you.
Okay. Now the question is, where do we store the arrows? Do we even worry about that, Mr. DM?
If you have a quiver,
Quiver.
you just hold them in your hand until you
Yeah.
get
I'll
back
throw
to
them in.
bin.
I'll throw them in my quiver for a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a wee bag?
5p
A
extra.
bag for life, perhaps.
Charging for a bag? Oh, God.
No, I've
Do you
no
think you
bags.
are?
Just
L Tesco's.
stick it on that thing on the back of your back. It's called a
Okay.
quiver.
Okay.
Elves love those things.
We'll
So.
say it again. It makes me quiver. Right. Yep.
Do you
Throw
have,
them in. They're done.
do you have any hobbit-sized shields?
Hobbit.
You mean a
size.
bin lid?
A baby shield?
I do, because I am in the Shire.
Funny enough.
How much
I
would
sold a
that?
few to the bounders just down in South Farron yesterday, but I have 2 left
How much? How much?
for you,
How
my
much
old
for a
friend.
friend?
They usually cost 10 silver. But
That's not happening, my friend.
because you're hanging around with this guy, I'll give it to you for
Oh, thanks.
How much?
5 silver. You won't get better
I'll
than
take
this.
that.
And
I'll
kinda
take that because I have
wobbles it.
only
It's
got
like it
a
sounds like the
short-
wobble board. What's Lord Harris has? No, it's sturdy as an ox.
Doesn't feel very sturdy.
I tell you what,
It's sturdier than your body. That's
he holds it on
important.
his arm, goes, give it a punch.
Mr.
Sounds
DM,
fine.
I want to punch it.
Yeah. Not too hard, it's a hobbit.
Just to test it out. So I'll give it a whack.
Off you go.
Is it do you want me? Is it sturdy?
You give us a strength check then.
Oh,
Strength
he's
check.
got to bring.
You see, you hurt yourself. More so than-
Test of strength.
So So hang on. So you just want me to roll straight strength, or can I use
Sleight of hand.
athletics or sleight of hand or something?
No, straight
No.
straight strength.
Right.
Straight
So
strength.
just we're D20 plus my strength.
Yeah.
Would you? Because of where we are and who I'm with, It's the first dwarf I have ever seen in my life. Is there any way of using one of our points to re-roll that dice?
Already?
Let's just
No.
say
Well,
it's not going to go well if I can.
Technically, the adventure hasn't started yet, so
And you
you
got to
can
be
use the
taking
one
it
from
easy
last time. I'll
deliberately.
let you use the one from last time.
Grand, because that would have been a nat 1. So I'm going to re-roll now and hope for the
Morin
best.
breaks his arm, his shoulder.
That's probably what, and then I would have been out of the adventure. That's
he's
a total
dead.
of 16 with the reroll.
Yeah, you wind it up and you smack it, and Alfred kind of stumbles back, but there's not a blemish on the shield. See, sturdy as an ox.
Yeah, and I don't pull my punches, so that'll keep you alive, good habit.
So he hands
brilliant.
it
I'll
to-
take it then, please, good
He
sir.
hands it to Gil, and have my 5 silver.
Yep, there you go.
Just
So now I
remember
have
to
4.
stick it on your.
Yeah, I
add it
took
onto
4.
your
I
sheet.
took 5 off.
It's a +2 on your armor class as well.
Nice.
Shields are great, unless you use 2 weapons.
+2.
So anything else I can
Brilliant.
do for you, lovely gentlemen?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, same here. It's good to meet another dwarf. Safe journey for
The
wherever
two
you
If
go.
we can,
Your little
if we
dwarf
can
embrace.
if we can
Yep.
keep my
Chest bump.
identity secret, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What secret? And he winks.
Hey.
He does like a
Armor
little
classes
clicky
now.
thumbs up, like you know. "Wee."
So there's just one more stall if you want to visit it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Have a look.
It's a little old hobbit man, and he's kind of scurrying around, and he just has various items and equipment, and it's just a kind of bric-a-brac type place.
Okay, we'll walk over.
Yeah, have a look.
Excuse me.
Yep.
What are
Do
you
you
selling?
have any Cordale?
What are you selling? What are you selling?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
I have Cordale, you say. I have raspberry, blueberry,
Oh.
elderflower.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Snosbury.
I have a lot of different flavors. Do you want one?
No, I was just wondering, do you have anything that tastes like Boffin's crock mushrooms at all?
No, I wouldn't be buying that off Gerda. That's her market. We don't kind of cross paths that much. I just come here every once a month, set up my stall and sell to the locals. I'm from
You know,
up in Nordfarding.
Oh,
what's your name? Sorry.
My name is Aldi Lightfoot.
Aldi Lightfoot. Okay, what's this down the middle of your stall? All these tools and random assortment of clothing just down the middle of your stall here. Is this? Would you say this
You
is some
have
sort
a-
of man section?
You have a keen eye, I tell you that.
Oh,
I have some,
I've visited an Aldi before.
you know my cousin Aldi?
I have, yeah. I think there seems to be Aldis all over the place. It seems like there's one in every road at the minute.
It's a popular name.
It is.
I've never met an Aldi in my life. We're better than those littles.
I find you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
My prices have just doubled.
It's a shame you don't get on. It'd be really handy if you were like right beside each other. But anyway.
Good. Then you could really compete with them Asdars.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to Neto? He's gone missing.
So, what can I do you for?
Yeah, you know, every little helps. I'm not sure.
I quit. I'm not playing this game.
That's it. Thank you. Good night.
And Gil uses the shield on his own face. Yeah. What do you? What?
He has some adventuring gear like bedrolls and.
Are they in the middle bit?
Yeah, and then he has some bottles of mead, ale, cheese. He has
Morin, he's got cheese.
Oh, do like cheese.
He has
Go well with my potatoes.
some pipe weed. He has some pipes.
Gil,
He
he's got
has
pipe weed.
some gaming sets. He has musical instruments.
Gaming, I like them. I mean,
bits of everything.
But do you have any fixing tools?
everything apart from that, I'm willing to bet.
He kind of looks around. Fixing tools. Yeah. I have.
Not the dodgy kind. Like.
I have
or
wood
fixing
carver
potting pans.
tools. I have weaver tools. I have smith tools. I have jeweler tools. I have leatherworker tools. Mason tools. Painter, potter, cobbler, cook, carpenter, calligrapher,
Candlestick maker.
brewer. No, we don't do candles.
Oh, I'm a brewer.
I
have
was looking
brewer
for 4
supplies, I don't
candles.
I'm good with smitten tools. So
Did you just say you're a brewer and you don't drink?
Yeah.
We don't
we drunk all the time.
He brews
I
water.
do drink. I just like water when I'm on an adventure.
You like that
Some
little
people
kid
say
out of
it's
6
good.
cents. Oh, not 6 cents. What's that one with the aliens?
It's good to have a clear head when doing a mission.
We're not on
If
a
I
mission.
don't have a
We're
clear head,
exploring the
things-
village.
If I
crazy.
don't have a clear head, things go on fire. Okay?
Oh.
We don't want that. Okay?
So, what can I do you for? Calm down, little man. Calm down.
Okay. You're the same size as me, sir.
I'd
hobbit,
argue he's bigger. I would argue he's
Hey.
bigger. Sorry, Gil.
Hey, I'm quite tall for a hobbit. I'm 3'6".
I'm one of the big Aldis. Not those little Aldis. Up in Bree, they have the little Aldi up there.
Oh, like the Aldis that normally find up like Main Street.
Yeah.
This is Main Street. Look around. This is Main Street. You have the wharf over there selling knives.
And arrows.
And arrows, yeah. And all kinds of stuff.
Just
Are you going to buy any tools, Morin?
I'm thinking about it. I just I'd be interested in your smitten tools. Could you maybe? I unfortunately I misplaced mine, and I didn't think I'll need them when I came to the Shire. I thought I'd take a bit of a break, but I've noticed people need stuff fixing, and no one's around to do it. So I feel like
he's the Shire's daddy. I
should imagine
not obligated, but I feel like it would be good to do.
He takes out a bag and has all the smith tools in. He goes, 20 silver, spits on his hand and puts his hand out.
Certainly you could do the wharf. We have a bit of a deal, good sir.
Okay, 25 silver.
25 silver. Maybe you might need something that requires fixing.
Only my wife's face.
I like that. Yep.
Oh, I love my little Tesco.
8 silver.
Your wife's called Tesco.
Yep. Tesco Lightfoot.
Tesco Lightfoot. Right. I say like 8 silver.
I can't do it for 8. Why do I keep going to the Scottish accent? He's a hobbit.
Well, it's so cool to do.
I tell you what, I can go as low as 12.
Low as 12. Can I see
8 silver off?
That's a great deal. Can I look like Does he have his wagon in earshot and stuff?
Yeah, his wagons. It's like the wagons are there and the
His
stalls
wagon.
are in front. So
Yeah.
Is there anything that would require a little bit of a maintenance?
Give us a investigation
Investigation. Okay.
roll.
Find it. It's not my strongest. Let me try.
Is it worth
Good.
us trying a bit of intimidation at all?
No, I'm not. Believe it or not, it's intimidation is somehow done on charisma, and I'm not that charismatic. You think could be done on strength, but no.
For such a loud
You could do
talky dwarf,
persuasion,
you'd think
maybe.
the charisma would be higher.
Who's the sweet talker out of the lot of these?
I've got
My
15 plus 1 charisma.
I've got a lot of wisdom. Can you use wisdom or intelligence? Can I outsmart him?
What?
Ow.
I'm trying. Hold on, I have to see what.
Just pay the man 8 silver, you tight.
No, he said 12.
12.
Well, 8, I would have
Too
gone
much.
yes. Just trying to knock down the prices, you know.
Wisdom is more kind of traveling and exploring and
Get
stuff.
him with 10. Hit him with a 10.
Right,
What
yeah.
about 10?
How about 10?
Yeah,
No.
have you done your roll yet?
Give us a
All right,
bit.
I'll do my roll first. Hang on, yeah.
Which
so
one are you doing? Are you gonna see does he need anything fixed, or are you gonna try persuade him?
I'm going to see if he needs anything fixed.
All right, well.
So
Investigation. Then.
investigation, okay, not my strongest, but that's a nat 14. I just rolled a 14. I know.
Not 14.
Not 14. Well, as in I rolled 14 and I got nothing.
I tell you what, I'll roll and see. Right, so he goes. How much did you say?
I
8.
like.
Oh no, you're looking.
I wanted to get down to 8.
Oh, yeah.
So
you
you're
said
not
12.
looking to see does he need fixing. You're just trying to persuade him. Then.
Well, I'm gonna if I see something that needs fixing.
I tell you
I'll
what.
say-
I tell you what. I'll give it to you for 10 silver if you fix the hinge on the back of my wagon.
Oh yeah, they're done. And I'll give him a shake his hand.
Yeah. He spits
Don't
on his
forget to
hand and
spit on it
shakes.
first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ditto. Spit on the hand. I pick some food
So
out of my
gives
beard,
you
tap
the
it in my hand, and
smitten
shake his.
tools, and you give him the 10 silver, and he brings you around the back of the wagon. And goes, I see, it's just kind of dangling off, and it's all these bumpy roads I'm going around.
Yeah, you must have gotten a knock just here. Yeah, give me a few minutes and I'll have that fixed, and it'll be in working order.
No problem. So he leaves you two and goes back around to the two lads.
I'll fix it with my smitten tools. Sorry, finally have them.
So he
First
goes
time I've
around
ever
and
got
goes,
some kind
what
of
about you
skills.
two? Do you want something? Do you want some?
I won't give it you.
Will we be
got
going
no
back to
friends.
Bilbo's before?
You will be, yeah?
Yeah. I was going to say, we don't
Well,
need food then, 'cause
you don't have to go
Steal
to
Bilbo's.
Gerda's house until the next morning. Well, you can camp
Yeah.
overnight if you just want. It's up to you, but you'll be going back to Bilbo's first.
no, we'll
Do
go to-
you have anything that will make us more stealthy or silent whilst moving, Mr. Hobbit?
Stealthy, you say?
You know what stealthy is. You're a hobbit. Don't give me all that like the dwarves. You know what I mean.
That is.
Don't act soft.
I know what stealthy is. Well, I'm a hobbit.
Sorry. I didn't mean to be so aggressive.
I have a signal whistle.
That's
Well, you
loud.
can-
That's the opposite.
Yeah, but
of
you
stealth.
can. It sounds like a blackboard, so you can signal to each other. Woo woo! Here comes the guards. Woo woo!
Did you do amateur dramatics, Mr. Hobbit? I was very affected.
You know
I'm
what
fixing the
backwards
wagon
sounds
going.
like.
Jesus, that
I don't need
Okay.
help sounding like an animal. I can do a cracking owl.
I have a.
Hoot, 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 hoot.
He kind of looks around and goes, "I have a thief tools."
Ooh, that might be good for somebody who's very stealthy, Gil.
I need thief tools for me.
To
Like,
thief.
What do they? What does it entail? What does it
The
consist of?
thief tools. It doesn't
Lock
say, so I'm guessing it'd be
picks.
lockpicks and
Sneaky shoes.
lockpicks.
stuff for sneaking.
And a lockpick.
What about some sort of like gilly covered,
You
leafy?
on a thing?
Shut up, you leafy covered
He goes,
clothing.
hold on, wait for a second. and he disappears around the back of the wagon, and you hear a bit of rustling, and he comes back with a bush. He goes, "There you go. That'll be 30 silver."
We could have just done that ourselves, Gil.
Done what?
I haven't
Pick
spent
the
a
bush.
penny.
This is a magical suit that can hide you in any bush.
I think he's crazy, Gil.
Yeah, me too.
And with the whistle, nobody will know where you are. Hoot hoot. Ooh,
Yeah. Bush.
Morin, how you get on with that hinge?
How's
thing?
Morin?
Lads, I don't believe my eyes. This wagon's full of like drugs. Been opened and used. What's going on over there?
Are you almost finished?
Yeah, just screwing
Well,
in the last.
I do have some
Tell you what.
clothes. I have some fine clothes.
Are you wearing them?
No. I have some traveling
Why are
clothes.
you wearing clothes?
I
Are
have
they sturdy boots?
I have some boots if you want some boots.
So
I
would
don't
they
need
be?
boots.
He takes the
I'm wearing-
boots
What are
off
we
his
wearing?
You don't wear boots, you're a hobbit. I'm
I've
a
got
hobbit.
leather on, yeah.
I know something. It's anything that's softer than our feet. Train it.
Well, hobbits are really, really quiet creatures.
Are they?
Yeah, it's mainly.
You can actually go
I'm not
through
necessarily-
forests without anyone hearing them. Like they're.
I'm not
mean a
necessarily
man
thinking
size?
of you, Gil. I'm thinking of a dwarf-sized stealthy boot.
Oh, of course.
No, I don't have nothing like that. Sorry.
Okay.
Ah,
You
What
enjoy
about the Jas the dwarf? He has some clothes and mail and stuff.
yeah. Evan's
Yeah,
very
but-
heavy.
We were looking for something, stealthy.
Why?
You
What
know-
are you up to? What are you up to?
Well,
Sneaking.
between me and you, we're trying to figure out what's going on with Gator
I
Boffin.
know.
Who's that?
Exactly. No one.
Exactly. That's the point.
How are you getting on?
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I do
no,
know
but
who
those-
that is because I already said I did a minute ago.
You did.
God damn.
Sorry, I do know her, but why do you want to know about her? She's a bit odd.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what we're trying to find out.
I heard she goes into the
What have you-
woods up the north and she hangs out with elves.
Elves.
Oh, what?
Yeah, elves. You know the big tall ones with the pointy ears.
No, never.
Kind of look a bit
just
like
checks
you,
his hoods
but
up
with two eyes.
all the way. Yeah,
Two eyes.
you wouldn't catch an elf with one eye. I must be a human.
Didn't see.
Yep. 'Cause
Human
It's the
man.
only
Human
explanation.
men are crazy.
Yeah.
We are, yeah. Correct. So elves? What makes you think elves then?
'Cause where else is
Well-
she going to get these mushrooms?
Well,
I
what's so
heard
mad?
of the woman up there in that inn that they're magic. And they seen an elf a couple of nights ago.
No.
He was drinking in the bar.
That sounds far fetched.
An
At
elf
best.
drink. An elf wouldn't drink mead. An elf would drink something like cordial or something.
Do you want some cordial?
Cordial.
I said I had some. in
I
the
do
back room.
like cordial, but no, I'm a man.
How much?
I like
How
me mead.
much? How much for the Cordale?
2 copper pennies.
What flavors did you say you had?
I have strawberry, blueberry, raspberry,
Ooh,
uh,
love strawberry blueberry raspberry.
apple. But if you leave it for a
Ooh.
while out in the sun, it turns into cider.
Oh.
I'll take some apple cordial, please, my good man.
That'll be 2 pennies.
That'll be 5 pennies. What?
That'll be
2 pennies. Do
two
you
copper-
have any odd jobs that my dwarf friend can do?
No, 2 copper pennies.
How much is a copper penny?
It's
Uh,
a
It's just
tenth of a
silver.
silver.
10 copper pennies for a
is
silver
a
penny.
silver.
Okay.
10 silver for gold.
Good
Yeah,
luck
okay.
figuring that out.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got
Math boy.
12 silver pennies and I've got 8 copper.
Well, I only need
Pennies.
2, so if you want this,
That's what I'm saying. That's after that transaction complete.
that's grand.
Man.
So he gives you the bottle of cordial
Man.
and he takes the pennies, sticks them in his little pouch. This has been a
Good
great
doing
day.
business with you. You go and enjoy your narcotics in the back of your wagon.
Enjoy the
And
drugs.
put some clothes on, please.
I'm a bit of a herbalist myself.
I'm somewhat of a herbalist
Something
myself.
of it.
I wander back and tell him it's fixed.
He goes around and that's brilliant.
Well, it looked worse than it was. Just wear and tear.
So does my wife.
Try to watch
sure she's a
the
lovely woman?
corners though.
Huh?
I stop hitting it off things.
Huh? I'm not. It's the bumpy roads. You know these lands, and
It's the drugs.
Yeah. It's drugs.
so he kind of goes. So anything else?
No,
I think I'm fine.
I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for the cordial, and may see you around. It's nice meeting you.
You too. Remember, Aldi. Here for freshness, or whatever that slogan is.
It's not mine.
Quality.
What is this? What slogan?
I don't know. What's Aldi's slogan?
Scandinavian for value.
No, that's IKEA.
Like, I know Lidl's. But no.
I don't know any of them. What does that say about me? Advertisements doesn't work with me.
So, are you finished in the old?
We're finished.
Yep.
We're
I'll
finished
think
in the
What do you
about
want
it.
to do now?
Shall we head back, guys, or would you like to stop off for a drink first, Morin?
Well, you know me well enough now that I don't have to say yes, but I'll say yes.
I don't have to say yes,
Easy.
but I say yes.
So I'm gonna, because it's in my nature. Yeah, but we might as well go for one. Like, you know.
What time are we on, Mr. DM? What time of day?
It's coming into say late afternoon now. He's left at lunchtime and he's been kind of looking around and stuff. So I say late afternoon. The sun is starting to set.
Guys, is there any way you think we might get a bit more information on Gator Boffin before
We
we
could ask our neighbours, you know.
Where's the
Let's go
house? The
door to
house is
door.
close, isn't it?
Our house is just
Oh,
up
it's
the
a bit
road.
weird.
We
You can go just look at a house.
We're
if there's
from
any,
the
like-
council.
You can just have a nose and see if there's any clues outside the house.
we could now that I have some tools, I could. I said I could.
He's a door-to-door tinker.
That's what. That's what.
That could be our
Jesus,
excuse for
Mary and Joseph. Let's do the house.
Culture boss.
Door to door asking, does anyone want anything fixed?
I notice your driveway needs fixing.
You can if you want, but it's up to you. As I said,
Oh,
he's had the
oh.
whole day.
We'll have a
Should go
pint
to her
first
house
in the
and
chat.
talk
Why don't you go and fix Mrs. Roper's equipment? If you know what I mean.
about it.
So he's going back up to the Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
So
not?
he's,
And then
he's head back up to the Ivy, and
And then what we'll
Wayne-
do, after that, we'll go back for some tea, some dinner in
Early
Bilbo's.
to
Yeah.
bed, early to rise.
Yeah.
Yep, I like.
To be continued.